Importing SCORM courses. Before importing SCORM courses, you must first make sure that you're logged in as an administrator. Then you can go down to the control panel. From the control panel, you'll navigate to the Content SCORM Class Importer menu. Here we're going to enter in the actual location of the course files for the course, and that we'll do under the Class Files section. Note that this first line here is an example line, so although you can click into these fields or sometimes highlight them, you cannot actually edit them. You'll do your entry down here. Also notice that when you're importing SCORM classes and you're importing AICC classes, there's a lot of similarities between the two. There's only a few differences, and one of the differences shows up right here, and that's in this file name. With SCORM classes, the file name is always going to stay the same, whereas with AICC classes, this will always change. So we'll enter in the path here for our course. This path name is going to change depending on how your FTP server is set up with Oracle. Get the full path in there. And then we have the option of adding other classes if we want by clicking on Import Another Class right here. We're only going to do one course in this case, so we can close that out. And then we select Continue Import. It was successful, and we know that because it gives us the actual course name, which is Laser Safety. So let's make sure to select Import New and click Continue Import. Now here's another difference between AICC courses and SCORM courses. The difference is that when you're doing AICC courses, all of these design elements were given as options up front before you ever clicked the first Continue Import button. With SCORM classes, these options are given later on in the process. So we're here at those options, and the first thing we want to do under Class is click Import Children of Class into Public Catalog. So we'll select that checkbox, and notice that it also selected this one. And the reason that we want both of these selected is because that gives you optimal accessibility to that course. The rest of these options down here for designing the class, we're going to leave the defaults. But if you did have specifics about the course that you wanted to change, for example, you wanted to change the width and height for the view window of the course, this is the place where you would do it. So now that all of that's complete, we hit Continue Import again, and we see that our class has been successfully imported, has the name out of it again, and once again we have options to launch the course or preview the course. I'm going to click on the Launch button just to show you what happens. It brings up the course. Because this is a SCORM course, we also have this extra click we have to do. That normally won't happen for your user when they launch a course, but when we're in preview mode, it does. And the reason I wanted to take you this far is just so that you could see this course ID right here in the URL. This course ID is often a useful bit of information to have, so if you need to capture it, this is a great place to do that. We can exit out of the course, and now we know the course has been imported successfully. We can close it and continue working. So the class is now in the warehouse where an administrator can work with it.